Hello. Before I begin, I would like to thank the organizer of this event. I'm honored to present to you today the result of my work until diabetes, obesity, and some habit of life. I will start with an introduction in which I will return to some generality and epidemiology of diabetes and obesity. Then I will focus on methodology and results. Finally, I will end with a small conclusion. Diabetes, it's an insidious and progressive chronic metabolic disease. It is confirmed if fasting blood sugar is greater than or equal to 1.26 grams per liter. It is a multifactorial disease manifest in different forms. The appearance and development of diabetes depend on several factors, non-modifiable such age, gender, genetic predisposition, and modifiable factor come sedentary lifestyle, smoking, overweight, and obesity. Currently, the definition of obesity is based on the calculation of the body mass index. Obesity is when the BMI is greater than 30. According to the World Health Organization, the number of new cases goes from the 108 million in 1980 to 422 million in 2014. Today, in Morocco, more than 2 million people are diabetic, 50%. 50% of whom are women, and unfortunately 50% of all diabetic endure their disease. Current forecasts from the World Health Organization and International Diabetes Federation are more worrying than they are announcing 550 million diabetic patients in 2025 and 642 in 2040. According to number previously published by the World Health Organization, more than 1.9 billion adults were overweight in 2014 in the whole world, including more than 600 million of obese, over than 14 of the world's adult population, a percentage that could reach 20% in 2025. In Morocco, more than 26% are obese in 2016. Our aims is to evaluate the association between some lifestyle habits, obesity, physical activity, and diabetes in a population of Casablanca, Morocco. This is a cross-sectional study, control, including 3,301 subjects. The dependent variable is in this study were gender, age, diabetes, BMI, physical activity level, daily energy expenditure. For biological variable, fasting glycemia, total cholesterol, triglyceride. Data entry is managed using the MS Access application, with the result analysis was conducted using the SPSS 23 software. In our study, we observe a significant difference between diabetes and control concerning age, marital status, professional status, height, blood pressure, and dyslipidemia. The comparison of biological parameters between diabetes and control showed that the biological parameter studies were significantly higher in diabetic than in control. The distribution of BMI classes in our population was similar between diabetic and control. The prevalence of obesity among diabetic is 42%, overweight is 34%. Among control, the prevalence of obesity is 41%, overweight is 31%. The average BMI tend toward obesity. The average arterial age is higher in diabetic than in control. This shows that the cardiovascular risks are significantly greater in diabetic than control. The basic metabolism is significantly lower in diabetic compared to the control. In contrast, we observe no significant difference in daily energy expenditure between diabetic and control. The distribution of physical activity level in our population show that most of diabetic and control lead a sedentary life. On the other hand, people who lead an active life to very active present only 9.7% in diabetic and 13.9% in control. The Pearson's correlation coefficients are significant between diabetes and BMI classes, especially the obesity classes. We observe also diabetes and the association between diabetes, cardiovascular risk, arterial age, high blood pressure, dyslipidemia, physical activity level, and on the other hand, between obesity and arterial age, dyslipidemia, high blood pressure, basic metabolism, daily energy expenditure, and physical activity level, especially active level. We have also observed the association between BMI and arterial age, cardiovascular risk, basic metabolism, daily energy expenditure. In contrast, an inverse correlation was observed between daily energy expenditure, cardiovascular risk, and arterial age, and between diabetes and basic metabolism. Our results report firstly that our population is sedentary with a metabolic risk, often obese, and low daily energy expenditure. Secondly, we have shown an association between BMI, basic metabolism, and physical activity level. This shown that these factors are more important in prevention of obesity and consequently diabetes. Obesity is the most important modifiable factor to reducing the incidence of this disease. For this, we must adopt a calorie restriction by reducing the consumption of fat, especially saturated fat, and practicing physical activity. The correlation observed with this study between diabetes and obesity, arterial age, and dyslipidemia make it possible to understand that the primary prevention of diabetes in this population must essentially go through the fight against obesity and even overweight. Hence, the need for the implementation of national programs to promote a healthy and balanced diet and encourage physical activity. These measures are an effective way of prevention against the risk factor of diabetes, obesity, and dyslipidemia. And thank you for your attention. Thank you.